Broducers, it's Özgün here. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to get creative and unique drop plugs by just recording the stuff, the object that is located in your house. And if you're ready, let's get into that tutorial. So let me first show you what I was working on when I get this idea. This was a basic bigroom drop that I was working on it. Let me show you how it sounds now. So it's really a basic drop. It has a kick bass, some claps, some FX sounds, and we have a plug. And I thought the plug is overused, you know, you can hear the exact plug sound in most of the bigroom tracks already. And if you want to stand out, if you want to be different, you need some texture on the plug, you need some unique sounding, unique feeling. And the idea came like that. I was working on this one and there's a bell, like there's some wall accessory in my studio wall. And I accidentally touched it, you know, when I was entering and going out to the studio. And there's a small bell attached to end of the accessory. When I touch it, the bell is ringing, and I thought, what if I just record it and process it and use it on my track? So this is how I record it from my phone. And after recording it, I just sent it to my email from my phone, and I got something like that. So it's just not making any sense yet. All I'm gonna do is just choose one of them. So this looks good. I think it has a nice transient and I still have some tonality tail of it, which I can get a good use. So I'm just gonna move it like that. Maybe like that. Even if we can go to the project general settings and make it maybe more. So we can zoom further and I'm gonna just make it and make sure it's starting just with the starting of the bar. And I'm just gonna go make unique as sample and save it. And that's it. Let's call it plug one shot. So we get this. Okay, I'm gonna send it to an empty channel. We have the first plug, the current plug that I'm using, and this 18 channel is like the Foley plug. We can call it like that. And I like to group them in here. So let's do that for both of the channels. Because I like to use this one as a texture. It's gonna be kind of main sound, but I'm gonna still using the plug that I'm already using. Because this is just a phone recording, it's nothing special, but the thing is, it's got a taste. It's unique, it's different. Even if I just bell it again, it's gonna sound not exactly like that. So that's why this is make this sample so unique. All I'm gonna do is just drag drop it to my playlist, to my channel rec. And let's route it to its channel. Now we have plug group here. And two different individual channels for them. First, we gotta learn the key of the sample. And most of the time, if you just go check with G-Tune, it can work. But if the sound is like that, like a big transient, probably G-Tune doesn't gonna detect it. So, okay, I'm gonna do like that. I will go to the span and I will just find the biggest hill that can give some tonality to the sound. Let's take a look. It's D sharp. Okay, if this sound is D sharp, all I'm gonna do is go to piano roll and just count. If this one D sharp, I gotta make it C to put some MIDI and be accurate. Can sound same with the current plug that I have. And I'm just gonna count 1, 2, 3. So if I just put it 3 semitone down, it's gonna be C. And that's all we need for now. But as you see, like my phone recording kind of pans. It's about the angle that I'm putting my phone. That's why I'm gonna put a stereo shaper, stereo enhancer to the channel, so I just put it to the wrong channel. We gotta put it to Foley recording, and I'm gonna make it mono. Let's normalize. And let's see, what if I copy the MIDI, how it's gonna sound. It's way too high, right? So let's put it 1 octave down. Even more. If you go ADSR settings and make it like that, it's gonna just cut the tail, so it will be more clean. Sounds nice, and I'm gonna go here and click cut self, just in case if they overlap, it's gonna mute the previous MIDI when it's playing the next one, and it's gonna be more clean. And now let's clean it EQ, so we can just get rid of the low frequencies. Maybe we can do it while we are just looping the pattern. Sounds nice, and let's hear how they two sounds together. So as you see, their note is fitting because we just pitch it on the right octave, and now they can just blend together very well. Okay, that's nice. Let's continue processing the sound because we cannot use it like that. I like to put a blood overdrive, and I just like to boost it really much. And I think we can exaggerate the distortion and like make it really fat, really big, because if you check the sample, other than that the transient of the bell, there's not enough information we have. So I'm just gonna go check some distortion presets. Oh. Let's find some sweet spots. Maybe we lower this one a bit. Sounds good. Let's copy the EQ. And maybe we can kind of color that one. It's best if we color it while we are listening to full group, but for now it can work. And I like to give it Haas effect. You can try other variations like other stereo separation plugins. Because we made it mono, because the phone recorded it really not make sense angle, I still need some stereo information to make it sound big. I'll just give it Haas effect. And still it's best if we just listen two of them together. What if I put it 1 octave down? I just like to hear it. I think it's good. Even better. Maybe this, the first hit, it's too low now. But if we do it like that. Nice. Now I think they sound like a one sound, you know? We just add a really nice texture and character to the current plug, and now it doesn't sound like a generic plug that everyone using. And let's not stop here and process it like a pro. So if you want to glue them together, you can compress them, and OTT is really good for gluing and coloring the sounds. I like to go like 20% of depth, and I will give maybe like 7.5, 7 decibels of input gain, and I will just reduce the same amount or approximately the same amount. Yeah, I made it. So let's hear now how it sounds. It becomes really fat, but we gotta cut the low frequencies and we can still color it, but let's copy the kickstart to group and remove it from the old plug, and let's determine the color while we are listening to full drop. Maybe we can just listen it with kick and bass for the first. I like how it sounds, but I think I like to remove the out of the old plug, like the Jackson Vega plug that I'm using, because it has a reverb tail and I don't like to use it because I'm gonna add my own reverb. Let's reduce the length. Okay, now it's more short. Even now it sounds really weird, really unique. I'm really enjoying to making this sound. Let's add some effects to it. I just like to add the WW preset of Art Acoustic. And before reverb, I like to add the delay so it can just cover the gaps and make the sound more rich. I like to go pinpoint and maybe the timing, let's leave it on 4. Let's hear how it's gonna sound. Sounds good, and I like to add a really huge reverb. Choose an area and automate the wet. You know what I'm gonna do? I will just fill the gaps. So it's all about like the post-processing the sound. You can record a cool sound, but you gotta process it and make it really huge. I just like to process the stereo separation for both of the channels. I'm gonna add a stereo major to the end of the chain just before side chain. I will just search for a sweet spot that both of the sounds can glute more and sound like a giant big plug. It sounds nice. Let's hear everything together. I like how it sounds, but I think we are lacking of some percussions in the second part. So we know how to record sounds from our phones, right? Why not record a percussion by our own? And for that, I'm just gonna hit the table with my nails. Okay, now I'm gonna drag drop it to my project. All I'm searching is a nice transient of the record, so probably this one has the best transient, and I'm just gonna cut it like that. Just like I did to the plug, I'll just put it to the beginning of the track, and let's make it unique as sample. And that's pretty much it. Now we have this sound. First, let's put it as just a percussion loop. Then I'm gonna process it. So we can just do the regular bigroom rhythm like that. Yeah, this one. And I will just duplicate it to the very last part of the drop. And we are done. And now let's route it to its own channel, call it perc. I like to give this kind of sounds overdrive. It can make the sound really rich. Maybe we can solo it while we are processing it. Sounds good. I'm gonna cut the low frequencies, but I don't like to cut that much because this kind of percussion sounds need some low frequencies, not sub, but the bass and low mids. It can give the character and the like pumping effect, the power to the sound. That's why just be careful, don't cut it that much. And after cutting, we can put OTT. I'm just gonna do the same thing, like +6, -6. And then all I'm gonna do is color the sound. And after coloring, I like to put it some clipping, so the transient doesn't get bigger than the kick that I have. Maybe before clipping, if you don't satisfied, you can just listen it with the whole context and still color the sound. Maybe we can just lower the volume a bit. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it. So we have our own percussions that we play with the nails on a table. And we have a really unique weird plug sound that fitting well with layering my current plug, which I just recorded from some accessories, some bell hanging on my studio wall. So yeah, always you can get creative and find some weird sound that located in your house and just record them and process it just like a sample pack sound, you know, and you can use it on your tracks and get really unique, really creative sounds. And that's why your tracks can be more unique and you can sound like you are producing out of the box, and that's a really good thing. Alright guys, today that was it. Now I'm gonna make a final preview of what we done today. I hope you can apply this to your own productions too. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.